Hello and welcome. I'm Clarissa. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to do a guided message. I wanted to connect with spirit and I wanted to do that well with you because I feel like it's really good to just show appreciation. And in this moment, I feel as though I really appreciate you. Just appreciate you visiting this video because you just sometimes may never hear it. You may never hear how appreciated and valued you are. And so I just want you to know that in this moment here that we have together, even if we've never met, even if we've never connected before, I value you, I appreciate you, and I'm glad you've connected. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to do a guided message. Let's see what messages are installed. Let's see what Spirit has to say for us. And if you do like the message of the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Again, I really appreciate it. So let's see. This is my favorite deck, which is the Egyptian Tarot. One more. Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes out. The overall energy. See, pure appreciation. The sun is highlighting the times where we can meet happiness, highlighting what makes us feel happy, asking us in this moment, what is it that is connecting to our sense of happiness, to our concept of happiness, to our belief in happiness, what makes us shine our light, what guides us to our happiness and our guiding in this life. I like this already. I like it already. Okay, where are we coming from? Where are we coming from? The Lovers. The Lovers is understanding that we're connected to the love in life, the duality of life, the partnership, the counterpart, what is projected onto us, what is our reflections. Are we in reflective situations? Maybe we've been in an environment where we've had to interact with our sense of gaining a certain love, or how do we feel valued in love? And maybe we're seeing some instances where we've truly been valued, in other instances undervalued, but we're truly getting a sense of understanding what it is that we need. Let's get some clarification. Three of Pentacles. Again, this is really speaking about there being connections, maybe options. This has been, there's been some indecision here. There's been a wanting to grow in this situation, wanting to transform in this situation, wanting to feel as though there's been more than just reflective energies, just a projection of each other. How do we feel completely as we're growing, like we're having there's a huge completion from this. We want to grow more, we want to build on things. We want there to be a sense of stability in this thing. Maybe some things have been comfortable in this situation. We've allowed certain behaviors to happen, and now we're making changes because we want to see growth in this. The Three of Pentacles here. Ace of Swords, yeah. There is, you know, that some things have to be ended, you know, because there's a growth here that wants to be established. So somebody wants to grow from a situation. Whereas the Lovers, in this card, the Lovers, it's almost as though you can see there is a split between options here, and one has got more focus, one is based on emotion, and one is based on, you know, growth and future thinking. There could be like a past energy that, you know, wants to remain in your field to some degree, and feels like, you know, maybe there's a chance to establish some kind of growth, establish some type of you know, new foundation with you, and maybe they want to, you know, bring a message to you, maybe they want to offer some new ideas about how to develop this growth. But for you, it's more as though you wanted to grow from the situation. You're wanting, from your point of view, you're wanting to see a development. It's not, you're not trying to go back into old energies that, you know, didn't put you on the pedestal that you wanted to be put on. You didn't value in the same way, because the energies were diluted. There wasn't a complete focus on what you wanted. Okay, let's see where you are now. The Moon card. Yeah, you're deep in the emotions. You're really thinking about certain things have been revealed to you emotionally, and where it's been, it took you into almost like, I was going to say, sunken place. It took you into a place where you just felt out of reach of yourself. And so now you've had a chance to explore these emotions. You've been able to reveal some things about yourselves. Part of the reason why you're not wanting to go back into older energies is because you see a truth in some things. You see a truth in the emotion that this person was projecting onto you. It's like as though they tried to show you one thing, but you really knew what was going on, but you didn't know how to. So you didn't know how to bring it into the light. It's only something that you felt. So there is this process that you're going through that you know, connects with your journey towards happiness. You're wanting to reveal even more about yourself in the way that it just frees you. It frees you from old emotions here. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Wands, you're definitely wanting to, you know, because it's been hard on the way it feels. It feels as though there's been some burdensome feelings, you know, there's been some hard combative times that you've had to go through with these old energies. They've really tried to, you know, remain constant in who you are now, not wanting to release certain things, still being tied to this you know, just dual energy, because again, in this card here with the Moon, there's still a duality in the emotions here. There's still a duality in how it feels. So whether that's within you, maybe you're in two minds about whether you give older energies an opportunity to redeem themselves, or, you know, transform in another way, because they have, you know, with this Nine of Swords, they felt neglected and bruised by you just as much as the energy has been influenced onto you. So they're wanting to change the way this feels. I mean, this could be meaning revealing some things about what has happened, you know, remaining in your truth. And this also definitely speaks to remaining purely in your truth. It's as though you're having to compete or combat energies that you know, project the opposite to what you stand for. So whatever it is that you're aligning with, you've got this competing energy, or this you know, this complete polarity energy that, you know, wants to dilute, but it just makes you stronger. It just makes you stand much more firmer in your belief, because your direction is your happiness. Your happiness is based on how you feel, how you mend your ways. how you defeat your, energetic enemies. The devil. Again, this is definitely someone who's trying to keep you tight. It's as though if they can just bring out this passion, maybe the old responses, maybe the old continuing energy, something that they're used to seeing in you, something that a behavioral pattern that they're used to seeing, and this is though if they just keep working on remaining in the constant that they know, then they can create the reflective constant in you. But they don't realize that you've changed. They don't realize that you've gone through the process of discovering what makes you happy, and that is being aware of your own emotions. That is revealing some things to yourself in that emotional space, broadening your emotional capacity to gain understanding. Like, okay, I understand this makes me happy, so I'm going to follow that enough for it to become the guiding rails. And there is, it's only one way. So to go back over previous energies that you've essentially freed yourself from, it's almost that you can't run backwards. It would just be virtually impossible. So and I think there's a mindset here that is kind of, doing their best to create some antagonizing things about you within you, so they can see the old you, or they can see how much influence they can have, keeping you bound and bind to some energies that they would just love to see within you. Okay. Four Swords is definitely, this is highlighting the way things can feel comfortable in a difficult situation. And I think that there's got to be the awareness of the emotions to the point where you don't allow the comfortable to contain you in a way that is not for you. You've got to ensure that, you're allowed to put down some feelings, some thoughts about what it is, rest on what remains. Like, this is how it was, this is how it is. There doesn't have to be this tussle over what you should be feeling now. You've kind of separated yourself from it. There's a detachment here. There is a knowing that you're moving into a complete detached phase. You're knowing where it goes. I think it's just the last little bit of pulling that there's someone's trying to almost suppress where you go and making you become comfortable in a certain energy of uncomfortability. Whereas as it comes up for you, it's more detachment. I think they just don't know. They're just unaware of how it reacts to you compared to how they think it's going to react to you. Yeah, Ace of Wands, yeah. Because you're inside, you're just charged to go in a new direction. You really just want to move forward. There's some things that are just limiting you at the moment. And again, it's like the older energies wanting to keep you remain in a certain, makes them comfortable. If they keep you there, they don't have to, they don't have to feel responsible for their own actions, or they don't have to think about what they have to change for themselves, because they just can project it onto you. Oh, you can't change. You can't move. You can't do things without me. But inside, you're just ready to go. You're ready to move forward. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Love this. This is manifestation, honey. You know, because it's as though the new version of you, and the way you consider life now, the way the actions that you put in, the belief that you have now, is solely on manifestation. And again, the sun is the overall energy. So your charge is happiness, and that's what you're going for. So you know, you're understanding that through actions, through, you know, the staying diligent to the process is manifestation, and you're doing things to come out of this uncomfortable comfortable, which is, you know, partly we have to also be responsible for our own actions, partly what we've created for ourselves. Because how do older energies, you know, energetic enemies, vampires, whatever you want to consider them, how do they know how to keep projecting this type of energy onto you? How do they know? How do they believe that they can have this? Because within ourselves, we project that we allow certain things to happen, you know, or we have to, you know, come up against those type of belief systems, so we can help develop our own, stand stronger in the forward movement that we want to create. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a guided card, angel card, for what the past energies need. How do we deal with past energies? Oh gosh. Holy love, of course. To keep it ladylike or gentlemanly like, okay? Keep it graceful. Holy love, you know, it's remaining in your own sense of value and integrity. And regardless of, you know, what it makes you feel, you understand why there is this projection on you. You understand how it's got to this point. And so it's almost as though you've got to forgive them and forgive you, which is, I know, it's very easy to say, but it's true. To forgive yourself for allowing certain things to happen, for thinking that you know, you didn't have that value enough in ourselves to understand how we wanted things to be, where we wanted things to go, to, you know, and then forgiving that person for allowing themselves to remain in their own ego, thinking that they can have this power over you. This is holy love. This is stripping it all away and just getting into understanding of why it's coming towards us like this, and just be, you know, completely forgiven. Okay, let's get a message for current energies. Mother, Father, God. You know, I think, again, it just speaks to staying in your higher octave, you know, the higher mindset, you know, understanding that, you know, the tussle and the bustle, it's just really just part of our human experience. We're just, you know, this is part of what we almost require in life to develop, you know, our understanding, expand our mindset, develop personal development. Sometimes it's almost like the harder the journey, the more we're going to develop, the more we see, you know, really transformative changes. So understanding that the higher principles of that, not remaining in lower vibrational energies. Mother, Father, God, these all relate to high vibration. So again, it's just focusing on, you know, remaining in your pursuit of happiness, the Sun card, you know, higher octave card, remaining in the understanding of what connects you to the guiding rails of happiness. Okay, let's get a message for the future energies. Strength and guidance. Yes, please. Yeah. This is, again, You know, it just speaks volumes about what is needed to remain in your constant and not be, you know, have the ability to allow someone to pull you back into old energies that just literally have nothing to do with who you are now. But would love to have another conversation with you, you know, about how it makes them feel and how it has an influence over how you feel. No. Strength and guidance is, you know, just keeping in line with that. And I love this. I love this for you. So if you loved the reading, the message of the reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope they've connected with you today. And until next time, take care. Bye.